Hi, and welcome to Crush Audio. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Crush Percussion sample library. When navigating through Crush Percussion, use the main page to control the characteristics of your instruments. Use the effects page to transform and manipulate your sound. And finally, create unique grooves with the powerful sequencer page. When opening Crush Percussion, you'll find the Highlights menu, featuring a huge variety of percussion from all over the world. You can browse sounds by region. There's African, Asian, Latin, Middle Eastern, Western, and a menu with more percussions available from every region of the world. Next, you have the ability to choose a specific instrument from the full list or sorted by type. All percussions are mapped starting at C3 on your keyboard, so you can preview each instrument quickly as you scroll through. You can also use the play button to hear the default groove for each selected instrument. Finally, you can play with a huge list of processed and hybrid presets where you'll be able to discover a new world of sounds, from a bell transformed into a pluck synthesizer, a distorted and tuned djembe mangled to create huge 808s, or a jaw harp transformed into an organic synth lead. On top of that, you can, of course, save your own presets by clicking here on the Save icon. At any time, you can change the value of the pitch bend to curve your sounds to your taste. You can also adjust the width to make your sound mono or push it wider. Fine-tune the note of a percussion, transpose the MIDI mapping of your keyboard or controller, and adjust the volume of the output. You can reset a knob to its original value by double-clicking. Now let's move on to the features of the main page. On the left, there are 4 modes that allow you to switch between standard, extended, pan, and velocity mappings. Keep in mind that the white LEDs on the keyboard let you know if there's a sound mapped to that key or not. In standard, individual sounds are mapped to a single key, allowing only the original sample to play without manipulation. In extended mode, individual sounds become tuned and mapped to the full keyboard, transforming any percussion into a new melodic instrument. Start by playing an articulation, and Crush will remember that key when you go to extended mode. Pan mode maps the last sound you played across the stereo field. Playing in the lower part of the octave, sound comes from the left. Play in the upper octave, sound comes from the right. Use this to effortlessly perform across the stereo field. Similar to pan mode, velocity mode maps the last sound you played from low velocity to high velocity. Use this to create natural flams or rolls. You can also play with the tuning, distance, and dynamics of your sound. With the distance slider to the left, you'll hear close microphones only. To the right, hear more of the room mics. This isn't an artificial reverb, but the actual space the sound was captured in. The tune slider adjusts the pitch of your sound in semitones. Just below it, you can lock the tuning to a specific note. In this example, if we lock the tune to C, all percussions on the keyboard will play a C. The dynamic slider will adjust the intensity of a part, not with compression, but by limiting the overall velocity. For example, lowering the slider will only let softer velocities through, no matter how hard you play. The mono and poly buttons will switch between playing one note at a time or multiple instruments at the same time. Here's an example using some distortion and clipping with the monophonic mode. On the bottom right, the envelope tab lets you adjust the attack, decay, sustain, and release. Everything we've seen so far applies to the overall settings for your instruments. But let's go a little deeper. The Mappings tab at the bottom left lets you adjust the volume, pan, distance, tune, and dynamics of the last sound you played. You can also choose to assign any sound in the plugin to any key on your controller by playing a key, then choosing the sound you want. Use this to create your own custom layouts. Let's take a look at the effects page. Here you have access to a huge variety of effects, ranging from subtle compression to extreme distortion. These are split into 5 different modules: Crush, Glitch, Vibe, Time, and Space, plus a Master section. Each module can be blended with the mix slider or disengaged entirely. You can also click the dice to randomize your effects and create wild and unpredictable results. The effects page is also available as a free, standalone plugin called Crush Effects, available now on crushaudio.com. That should be enough to get you started for now. If you haven't already, download Crush Percussion from crushaudio.com. We're thrilled this plugin is now in your hands, and we look forward to hearing everything you create. See you next time.